Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Intuitive Tarot. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you. This is a general reading, so only take what resonates. This is going to be an Aquarius reading. So you could be cross-watching for Aquarius. Could be a cusp. Could be a placement in your chart as well. Could be low vibrational, high vibrational Aquarius. I already pulled a few cards, so I'm going to go ahead and show you each one of them and clarify a few, and we're going to get on down, all right? First card, miss me with trying to make up to avoid your karma. So you could be feeling like, someone coming towards you. Intuitively, you could feel like, or know that there are people or someone in particular that wants to come towards you, that may be in a tower. You know what I'm saying? You may be feeling like that, but you got no out here. So they may not, be trying to avoid karma. It may just be the fact that that person is dealing with getting out of their own way. They may be, afraid of rejection. They may be, in a lot of guilt, regret, you know what I'm saying? Shame, even, for even wanting to take a chance, take a risk. That card is out here as well, willing to take a risk. Somebody willing to take a risk, you know what I'm saying? That's a risk they taking that you may not be interested, you may not be, up for reconciling or talking or hearing them out, or even, just bringing some peace to a situation and going on, even if you don't take this person back. Computer programmer could be significant. Somebody having some sleepless nights. Nine of Swords. Four of Swords in reverse, or Four of Swords. Child, take it how it resonates. But All Season by Gerald Levert can be significant. I don't own the copyrights to this, but definitely listen to this song in its entirety to get the message intended for you in that song. Collective, whoever this reading resonates with. If you can find the lyrics to it, it'll be good. But somebody's saying they don't need a reason to love you all season. Winter, spring, summer, fall. They want to give you their all. Next card. Her sex magic isn't working on him anymore. Divine Feminine. And somebody's a social media junkie. Man or woman. Somebody doing screenshots and saving photos. Sending friend requests to your friends and shit. Friend requesting your friends. If your friend, child, we already know half of them damn friends on your friend list ain't even your damn friends. Half of them you don't even see on a day-to-day basis. Don't give that. That's just one of them options on them platforms that they give you to call them people. But we all know we don't give people titles they don't earn. You know what I'm saying? Because friends are turning to frenemies, and then y'all ass sitting around here, the way you supposed to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or with a new soul, with your soul tribe. But you got the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but we're going to... Somebody wants to take a risk. They, winter, spring, summer, fall. I'll give you all. I don't need to love you won't see. Yeah, y'all need whoever that is, whoever this reading resonate with, y'all definitely just listen to All Season by Gerald Levert. Just period. Shit, even if the reading don't resonate with you, just it's a good jam. You know what I'm saying? But it's a message in it for whoever this reading resonate with. Miss me with trying to make up to avoid your bad karma. Clarify. Miss me with trying to make up to avoid your bad karma. Is this what they trying to do? Is this what they trying to do? Messages for Aquarius. Is this person trying to come back around to make up for their bad karma? To avoid their bad karma? With all these damn cards that came out, shit, I don't think they tried to come back around for the bad karma part. I think they trying to come back a goddamn round, though, if you will let them. Because you got the Three of Pentacles out here. Somebody want to collaborate. You got 4 cards that came out, child. Okay? Three of Pentacles. I'm going to show them to you. You got the Three of Pentacles. All right? Somebody want to collaborate. They want to come in. You know, if you graduated, you know, lately, you know what I'm saying, for some of you that were students or something at some point in this connection, was in school or something like that, you know, they still, you know, somebody want to make a collaborative effort, you know what I'm saying, a team effort, you know what I'm saying, to come in, especially if they see themselves, you know, growing and learning with you, you know what I'm saying, Three of Pentacles, but you got the Eight of Swords out here, Gemini energy. They could, you know, be looking at how they, you know, may be in their head right now, you know, or how they know they left you with a lot of negative thoughts, you know, conversations, text messages, you know, things like that. And they could be feeling trapped, you know what I'm saying? You could have this person blocked, you know, no communication, no contact, don't want to talk to them, don't want to see them. Got the Page of Cups that came out and the Two of Swords. I mean, the Two of Cups. So you got the Page of Cups, Pisces energy. That came out. So they want to come in, possibly, you know, express how they feel, especially when it comes to, you know, them having a message about some type of engagement, you know what I'm saying, or some type of invitation to an engagement of a celebration or something like that. They want to come in and, you know, express something to you, give you some type of message, you know, about where they see things, you know what I'm saying, what they really wanted with you, you know, their intentions. Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. So somebody want to come in and give you an offer. Got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. In reverse, they could be looking at, you know, they know that you probably going to look at that as them having some type of deception. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, especially if they feel like you are going to, you know, be looking at them as the person they were at one time. You know what I'm saying? However they were, whatever thoughts about them they left you with, this is what they, you know, keeping in mind that you probably, you know what I'm saying, this is why they feel like they're going to be taking a risk. Because they know where they may have left things with you, you know, when it came to something ending, whether they ended it, you ended it. Clarify sleepless nights. Because I asked, you know, was this person coming back around to avoid their karma? But no, it's out here. And that Three of Pentacles was the first card that came out too. When I asked, you know, was this person, you know, is this person coming back around to avoid bad karma? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Is this person coming back around to avoid bad karma? Messages for Aquarius. You got maybe, and you got no with the Seven of Cups. I hit the bottom of the deck. Got the Justice that came out. You know, somebody taking accountability. You know, cause and effects. When it comes to fairness, you know, somebody could be getting karma. So this could, you know, be about, you know, them actually looking at how, you know, different things in their life done played out based on their decisions. You know what I'm saying? The things that they done made bad choices in. So they have to kind of accept the fact that, you know, they made a lot of decisions that may have resorted into, you know, people handling things with them the way they did, or the way something is now between them, or in cycles with other people, jobs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They played a part in why them people chose to respond, react, you know, the way they did. So they could be taking accountability, or this is you taking accountability, you know, for the fact, you know, that, you know, you know, contributed to, you know, maybe I'm thinking, making this person think, you know, in the past, you know, you coming back around, or taking that time off and going back to that person, or having that, that off again, on again moment with them, partly had a lot to do with you, in order for them to feel like, they, at some point, want to come back around. Like, they may not, be feeling that way, but if it wasn't for, you, maybe entertaining it in the past. But now it's, one of the moments where somebody feel as though that's something you're going to keep in mind, even, if they do try to, decide to do that. Because I feel like Seven of Cups, somebody had a lot of distractions. Clarify sleepless nights. Clarify sleepless nights. Why they having sleepless nights? Who is this having sleepless nights? Messages for Aquarius. Who have any sleepless nights? Tower, Aries energy. With the Hangman in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords. So somebody, could be in a tower, and they could be, experiencing, a dark night of the soul. Like, somebody could be, going through a transformation, from a series of bad choices continuously, especially if they denying, that there are some things that need to be reconstructed. Like, there's some things that need to be destroyed and rebuilt. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that need to be torn down, done away with. You know what I'm saying? Throw this shit out, put it out by the road. Is, you know what I'm saying? Your whole life need to be renovated. You know what I'm saying, at this point? Like, and somebody ignoring, even spiritual growth, spiritual influence. So when you ignoring red flags and, refusing to accept that there are some things that you're going to have to change, or they're just going to continue that way. You can't blame the people you come in contact with. They can't blame the people they keep getting involved with. And this is a general reading, so it's for everybody. You can't keep blaming people you get involved with for the things that need to change. There's change, whether you want it to happen or not. So when you allow yourself to accept that it's going to happen, even if you don't want it to, I tell people, even in my past, I done told them, like, if you make a decision, make sure it's one that you decide on, because maybe you will stick to that. And, be reminded of it in your own way of the choice you made, versus somebody telling you or giving you some free chicken, or some free advice on, what direction to go in, when you can blame it on them easily, and then, use that as a way to trust yourself, you know what I'm saying, when you should just start doing that, naturally. You know what I'm saying? Get in the habit of doing that. But you can't blame both, one person for how something goes. But I feel like if you keep denying that there's some change that need to happen, the shit is gonna keep going that way. It ain't that you ain't doing something right. It's the fact that there's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's, the fact that you feel like you keep bringing in, or somebody, keep coming towards you on that same mindset, then you have to change the way you think. You know what I'm saying? You have to change the way you see things. You have to change the way you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? And some folks, just feel, like they not going, like, how you see how some folks, what's that movie with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J? And she was looking at what she do, and I'm also getting that movie with Tyler Perry, and that woman when she worked in housekeeping, and she a janitorial, service, and she was, living in her car, with her daughter and stuff like that, and having to try to keep a job, and people looked at him sideways for, ending up with her, even though she was the one that was cleaning the building and stuff like that. And I'm getting something like that. It's like somebody, not expecting somebody they fall for to be somebody that, maybe make less than them. They may be that person manager, they supervisor, or something like that. They may, have more than that person, but the the peace that they get, the happiness that they have, the challenges they may face with that person, may make them, that vibe that they have, you know what I'm saying? That strength that they have, that, you know, where you may be weak at, it may be complimentary more than intimidating. And some people, you know, can see it that way if they allow themselves to do that. But if somebody is in a tower because they were refusing to change, you know, resisting change, staying in cycles, you know what I'm saying, keep involving itself with people in, you know, in situations and in cycles that needed to be closed out, dealing in, you know, in certain lifestyles, you know, having a certain mindset, you know, having, you know, outdated belief, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, I'm gonna respond to this way, and this is how that's just how it is. So clarify the tower. Messages for Aquarius. What's the tower? Somebody resisting change. It's like you can't keep, you know, putting it on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You got the King of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it's like somebody, you know, needs to yeah. See, somebody was like, with this King of Wands in reverse, like somebody was thinking, you know, I ain't gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, being who I am, you know what I'm saying? Um, if you want to go, you know, you can go. I'm not finna change. I'm finna stay here, you know, in this falling apart ass tower. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did. Like somebody, you know, refused to, you know, look at how things in their life was not changing, and how, you know, the people that may always walk away from them, or them feeling like, you know, I'm always in some type of broken, unhealthy connection or something like that. Like, you have to accept the fact that you won't work on you, and people ain't just walking away to be walking away. People ain't just, you know, ending cycles and, you know, making you feel like a damn fool for nothing. Like, there's some things that they walking away from. Like, everybody can't be walking away for the same reason, and it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. You got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. Like, I feel like somebody, you know, having these sleepless nights now because they going through a dark night of the soul. Like somebody being shown their ways, they being shown different moments. You know what I'm saying? That they could be dreaming about. You know, the collective, you know, situations that they done been in. Whether they vivid moments, you know what I'm saying, or these are just dreams that they may have, or memories that they have, you know, where they replaying certain events in their head, and they looking at how them things now is relevant to those signs that they ignored. Them things, the moments where they were given an opportunity to do something different, handle something differently, and they didn't. It's like somebody was refusing to see that they were the problem. You doing something the wrong way. You misunderstanding this assignment. You know what I'm saying? You keep wanting to blame other people, you know, and, you know, letting people, you know, walk off, you know what I'm saying, or you causing things, you know what I'm saying, to go the way they're going because you refuse to look at, you know, your part in something. You have to change as well. You can't just put, you know, whatever's going on in a connection on one person. What's the Tower with the King of Wands in reverse? What's the Tower with the King of Wands in reverse? What's the Tower with the King of Wands in reverse? What's the Tower with the King of Wands in reverse? Clarify the Tower with the King of Wands in reverse. Messages for Aquarius. Clarify the King of Wands in reverse by itself. That's nice. Yeah. You got the King of Swords in reverse with the Judgment. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Cancer energy. So somebody, now, baby, it's a little fickle around here. Somebody going through a dark night of the soul. And I feel like, it's because now this person, was talking a lot of shit about the things, that may have caused, especially what's going on with them. It's like somebody, having some sleepless nights now when it comes to this tower and being under judgment, because I feel like now somebody, is feeling it. Like they catching some hell right now. Like every time you look up, it's something, that this person, is going on for them. It's like somebody finding out something, or they going through something every other day or every other week. Something is going on, and it's like this person, is doing a lot of talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Using their words as swords. You know what I'm saying? Like saying a lot of foul ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Or saying a lot of hurtful stuff, mean stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cussing people out. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that somebody now is having to look at the decisions they done made to see if the things that they done decided really is bringing them some type of success. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at, some of the choices you done made. Look at the ways you done had. Like, is that, something that you can say, those adjustments, or, can you honestly say them things that you were doing actually was going to get you, what you thought you were supposed to get? Like, you can't, like, you have to actually look at the situation for what it is. So it's like, there's a change, a transformation that's going to happen whether you want it to or not. And it's like this person under judgment, like you don't call judgment on this person. So now this person is in a tower. They going through karma. You know what I'm saying? This is, the universe balancing things out. Because at the end of the day, this is about, being fair in a situation. You know what it is that, you cause, exactly, how something was supposed to go. But it's like you went against the grain. Like you took somebody's kindness for weakness. You took, something for granted and never even thought twice, about, things being like this. And like somebody did put somebody in a third party, or they allowed third party, interference to be something that, Now, a lot of gossiping, a lot of, slander, a lot of, shit that was being said, made up, just because somebody not liking, what's going on. Somebody don't like what's going on. They don't like how things, keep unfolding. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things now being said that is like cutting words, what I'm saying? Like somebody saying what they saying about each other to hurt the other person. And I feel like somebody, is doing it because they don't like, what's going on around them. And it's like, people getting into it with each other. Three of Cups in reverse, like somebody realizing just how messy, what I'm saying, how much shit done been said that was not even true, like factless stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this done cause a lot of, betrayal to happen, or some betrayal, to happen, behind that. And it's like you can't just say, you one person is guilty of it. Like you entertain, like somebody entertained, conversations with people and talk with people that really was not even on facts. It was just things that people were saying because they had an input. They were allowed, to add some shit that really was not even their damn business. Or it wasn't the fact that they were even talking from facts. Somebody was not even, how you try to take somebody's side when you know they wrong. Or you try to be supportive of somebody, or try to come behind them and, slick justify and support what they say at the same time. You're not going to be able to do that. Like if you're a people pleaser, yeah, just admit you're a people pleaser. But I feel like somebody was here, dealing with the fact that they may not have felt like, this tower was, you walking away, or them, in this situation that they in, this third party situation was going to be much or nothing. Like being without you or things being over with you was going to just be over. Something was not just over. Something was meant, to blow up, what I'm saying, to be exposed, for somebody to see something for really what it was. Because I feel like the more they kept trying to deny that it was them, or that they needed to do anything, physically, emotionally, spiritually for themselves, like the more, things got worse for this person. The more they kept being in alignment with people that were also refusing. They were also, self-absorbed. They were also, energy vampires. Clarify, willing to take a risk, like they were willing to be around this person on a low vibrational shit all the time. They were supporting this person in their shit and all that. Willing to take a risk, clarify. Now they having some sleepless nights. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. With the devil at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. So somebody want to come towards you, possibly, share some news or something like that with you, possibly about some type of how you say it, like about some type of progress they done made, or something that they, may be coming into, or something that they got some good news about, whether they got a promotion, or whether they, could be relocating, they got a job offer or something like that, that may be paying a little more, or this is something, that they may be getting some news about, dealing with their finances or something like that. Got the devil at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords in reverse. Cause somebody know this devil, like somebody done had a lot of unhealthy relationships. Like this person is having to reevaluate. They know they done been in some bad, unhealthy connections with people. Whether they family, friends, co-workers, or just random people. Like they done had some unhealthy lifestyle, choices, what I'm saying, that done led them to be in connections with people that were not very stable. They had addictions, what I'm saying, but when it comes to them actually feeling trapped, in some unhealthy relationship, or, some type of situation or addiction to something, like a mindset, a lifestyle, an image, what I'm saying, whatever it is, like somebody know they have these issues, what I'm saying. They know they do. Whether they dealing with somebody like this. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Willing to take a risk. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Willing to take a risk to do what? What are they willing to take a risk to do? Like somebody want to come towards you. They could want to partner with you. They could want to involve you, in some type of business or tell you about something that they trying to start up or something like that. Like if they, was supposed to start a business or something like that. They could be a business owner or looking to be. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Or they could be looking, to change jobs, for better pay or something like that. But that may be something that they haven't, arrived at doing just yet. Or this is something that they are looking to, do with that, the money that they done came into or whatever, the financial, issues that they got coming towards them, in a good way. It may be something that they want to share or something that they may have to travel to go towards or something that may involve them traveling, but it's a risk that they taking. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Willing to take a risk. Willing to take a risk. Clarify messages for Aquarius. Clarify willing to take a risk. Willing to take a risk. Messages for Aquarius. Willing to take a risk. What's that about? It's the Knight of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn, with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, Cancer. Somebody want to release the need to control the outcome, or they know they're going to have to. You know what I'm saying? So they may need to trust in the universe more to, provide whatever solution they feel like, may need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody gonna have to, trust that whatever, happens, you know what I'm saying, with the Chariot when they go on this journey, when they, tie up these loose ends, you know what I'm saying, close out these unnecessary cycles, you know what I'm saying, connections, and start working on the things, that they know they've been ignoring about themselves, that has been an issue that they may not been wanting to believe is that big of a deal, but it may just be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need to stop being this way, stop thinking this way, stop, resorting to that. Stop going around and asking these people. Stop sharing, this, information about this to these people. Stop doing that. Stop sharing and, telling people your business. You know what I'm saying? Keep people out your shit. Because the minute they ain't allowed to say anything about something anymore, and you decide, start deciding for yourself, then people gonna make it uncomfortable for you to be around them every time. It's like they holding their breath, waiting on you to, end up hitting that bump in the road so they can say, look at you. And you ain't even want to tell me about it. You ain't even want to hear what I had to say because they so used to it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to tell these folks no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, if somebody was a yes man, yes woman, so goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody now, wanting to release the need to control the outcome. Four Pentacles in reverse. Like somebody ain't going to be able to keep, being in their ways or being, thinking this way that, just because it worked on other folks is going to, no. Just because, that person came back around a couple of other times don't mean it's going to be them to be that, do that now. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to take a risk, especially if they want to go on this journey. You know what I'm saying? And whoever they walking away from, talking shit, King of Swords, like whoever this feminine is, somebody gonna be, this King of Swords could be a feminine, could be a masculine, could be a feminine and masculine energy. But it's like somebody feel as though they going to, whatever, like woe is me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't believe this shit happening to me. So if somebody walking away from somebody else when they go on this journey with a chariot and they leaving somebody out in the cold, baby, they're going to be okay. If they feel like it's going to be a financial loss when they do this, they still going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, might be down, but you ain't out. You know what I'm saying? What's the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in reverse? What's the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in reverse? Messages for Aquarius. What's the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in reverse? Seven of Pentacles. Taurus energy with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So somebody blocked. Somebody possibly dealing with like a low vibrational, high vibrational Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I feel like somebody is, I feel like at some point somebody was not, even if somebody was in the South Node at one point, like somebody, was manifesting, like somebody, may have been trying to manifest, from a hurt place. You know what I'm saying? Asking, for some answer or clarity in something, from a very dark place. And somebody was blocked. Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords in reverse. Because, King of Swords in reverse. Because somebody's intentions and their mindset and their heart of heart, somebody was pissed and they, was speaking very recklessly. You know what I'm saying? About somebody. So as far as them being taken back by somebody, it's like the universe saying, no, you're not going back toward that person speaking, like that, or speaking about them or of them like that. Like, no. The answer is no. It's out here. The answer is no. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that. It's like, whatever somebody was, saying or trying to tell somebody else or like speaking ill, on another person. No, it was itching, child. But yeah, whatever they were saying, it's like the universe making somebody, stand on what they said. And it's like somebody blocked from being able to get something done, in the spirit realm. It may not be happening fast enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody may have been, be trying to do something prematurely. Like whatever somebody tried to manifest to happen, in the physical sense, is not happening fast enough. So it's like, they feel like, they on edge, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with a lot of tension. You know what I'm saying? Frustrated. Especially if they see that you working on something or they see you focused on what you're doing and shit like that. You could be, they could, like I said, they see that you focusing on whatever it is that you're working on. They could be watching you. You know what I'm saying? But or they know that there's, somebody they dealing with that's watching you. But I feel like this is, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Like somebody's watching another person, you know what I'm saying? But they willing, to take a risk to, see like, what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Or what can they cause? You know what I'm saying? What can they, get? Especially if they manifested something and it's not coming in fast enough. Because this six magic somebody was doing, it ain't working no more on this person. Divine Feminine, it ain't working on this man no more. Clarify her sex magic isn't working on him anymore. Show me this person doing this sex magic. be somebody from their past, Scorpio energy. Or there's somebody from your past that's having some nostalgia about you. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio. They could have kids with this person. Don't have to be, or they just could be, somebody from somebody past, or somebody having, some past memories about this person, or they know, you know what I'm saying. They may have some history with this person. Don't have to be. They could have a kid with them. So take it how it resonates. But with this Ten of Swords and this Page of Swords, like somebody's curious, like something is over due to maybe a betrayal or something like that. But it's like somebody is clearing out the debris. Like somebody's, this cycle is over. You know what I'm saying? It's closed. It doesn't, whatever betrayal that doesn't happen or been found out about, or somebody, is getting past, getting over it, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever this person, is trying to cause, you know what I'm saying, or get to happen, it's a wrap. Like they time of being able to do that is done. And they could be curious, with this Page of Swords, like somebody wanting to know like what direction somebody going and where they at, and this is just somebody dealing with a lot of inner demons as well. With this sex magic child, they looking high and low, and this person, 4 cups sitting around like, I don't want that. What's that? I don't want that. It's something in this cup. I don't want that shit. It's it ain't working on this person no more. They don't want shit up out that cup. What's in that cup? Just drink it. No, I don't want this shit. Bye. Bye. This person ain't accepted no offers from this person. Nobody. Okay, because it's this Queen of Wands, and it's like somebody like, listen. What I'm getting from something is, what I'm getting from this is just, you just want some sexual gratification. Especially if this person, was making you, or this person making this person feel as though it was just sexual between them. That's what that was. Like they telling you like, oh, it was just sex between me and that person. That's because that person was, doing sex magic on them. And they wasn't emotionally even involved with that person at all. Like, even when that sex magic wore off, it's like this person, you even looking at that person like, what the peas and carrots? That person like, what in the Jimmy Dean sausage is going on here, child? What the fuck am I doing? Baby, you gonna have to explain yourself. I don't even know moments when people walk in the room and see their person in the bed with somebody else. I used to think that shit was just in the movies, but be walking in there like, what the hell going on? I know I walk in there and probably keep on moving. Oh, shit, man. Hold on. Let me keep the stuff up out of here. Just trying to get a little something. Trying to take a little shower and all that. Damn, y'all cutting up, ain't it? Because I know me, I'll make a joke like that. My humor, child. Well, people, I know in school, people was like, you talk to so-and-so? I thought y'all was talking. But what's up? Oh, I seen they was talking to somebody else. I heard they was, oh, me too. I heard that too. I thought y'all was still talking. I know. Ain't that something? I know you feel some type of way. You was ready to come tell me to school, wouldn't you? Start laughing. I'm like, They just didn't know shit. I broke up with that person the minute they opened their mouth. You a kid still talking? Who? No. When y'all stop talking, we been stopped talking. That's just covering anything they might tell me, right after I say that, because I want to know what you got to say. Because I don't give a damn. We ain't together. And then as soon as I get home, oh, somebody told you that. What are you talking about? That's what I be saying. You calling me about something somebody said. I ain't even had a chance to not call you and say nothing. I ain't had the chance to not call you or call you and say something or not call you for a few days. This person already calling me. But fighting and having some kind of conflict with somebody about, a hard leg or a soft leg, baby, now. I I would rather see y'all really make it. Tell me what I need to do to help y'all thrive. Because I really want to see y'all make it. I don't want to be, enemies with you over this person. Because this person still got to be growing. They got to grow to be a grown man. Ain't no telling what they're going to be like, after right now. So, shit, if you want to right now, go ahead. I holler at them, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, maybe, if I'm still interested. But at this point, I'm like, if they starting to feel like drama, I'm starting to not like their ass. Now they ugly to me. Got too much going on, baby. But this person's sex magic ain't magicking. Oh Lord, child. They just want this person all, and if this person already, their addictions is already sexual. They already promiscuous. They already easy. If this already a little easy chap here, baby, no. If that dude that damn easy, if he just ain't trying to come up off that wood like that, you ought to be good. But if you would need him to just come up off that wood for you all the time, and you don't want that person to just, I feel like somebody did some sex magic on somebody to keep them from rejecting them. Because they wanted that person to have some type of betrayal, to happen so that they could, have this struggle to come back from. It's like I want to give them the biggest struggle, to come back from. And that's how the enemy works. You know what I'm saying? That's how divine beings, have to, this is why divine beings have to be mindful of their empress and their emperor. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that is coming for both of y'all prior to y'all coming together, whether your emperor is somebody whether your emperor is somebody that, is leaving one connection, to come towards you. Just like when you bump into, a stranger and y'all end up hitting it off and, you might end up being even married. You know what I'm saying? But they was somebody, they belonged and was involved with other people prior to you. They ain't fresh out the pack. You know what I'm saying? They've been here on this earthly plane before. Or they've been on this, realm before, you know what I'm saying? This dimension. They may have, what I'm saying, been on others with other people. But at this point, this is their moment, to be in your life. So they're new to you at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. But when they come to, your past person or a new person coming towards you, they got a history. They got a past. And it may play out in some of the readings that you get when you want to know about your love life. You know what I'm saying? When you want to know about what's coming towards you. So it may be dealing with people past that's coming towards you that's interested in you. They got a past of things that's way before you that happened after you. You know what I'm saying? So clarify the Six of Cups. Sex magic isn't working on him anymore. Clarify her sex magic isn't working on him anymore. Yeah. Got the sun out here, Leo energy, with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Somebody's actually looking at, how they feel, like when it comes to cheerful, you know what I'm saying? Happy when it comes to somebody actually, um, the memories or how somebody sees somebody else or how they respond, to their memories, sexually with somebody else. It's like somebody does not get that same gratification or feeling with somebody else. They don't get that. And somebody don't like the fact that this person, they don't have that effect on this person anymore. Like if they were able to, get up with this person, lay down with this person, or whatever the case may be, and this person, you know, um, gave them a good, what I'm saying, a run, what I'm saying, when it came to them sexually, it's like now somebody's mindset is not the same. Like somebody don't think, and look at them the same anymore. With the Hierophant in reverse, mm-mm. Like somebody don't look at another person the same no more. Like they, kind of feel like, like they forcing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody trying to force themselves on them or something like that. It's like nothing this person do is satisfying to this person. Like they don't want it anymore. Like somebody got they got something else they got to do. They got other things and somebody else that they think about. You know what I'm saying? They got somebody else that they want to, give themselves to. They got somebody else that makes them happy. Like this person is mindful of even saying what something is or like what they like about another. Yeah. Because it's not like now somebody making a decision, they juggling. Like they could have juggled you with the Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords in reverse with the Devil. Yeah. Somebody really looking like a damn fool now, like they refuse to face, whatever it is when it comes to this suffering. Because whatever it is that this six magic ain't doing for them, got their ass in their head a lot. Like somebody's very, dealing with a lot of intense suffering behind this devil energy. Because this person know they can't come towards this person aggressively like that. You know what I'm saying? They know they can't just come up on that person the way they want to and say what they want to say or be how they want to be toward this person like how they used to. Because that shit ain't working. Six of Wands in reverse. Hell no, that shit ain't working. What's the Six of Cups with the Sun? The Chariot. What's the Six of Cups with the Sun with the Chariot? Clarify. Six of Cups with the Sun with the Chariot. Messages for Aquarius. Clarify the Six of Cups with the Sun and the Chariot. Yeah, the Devil. With the Eight of Wands. And it's like somebody knowing that whatever, connection they had or whatever involvement they had with this person, like somebody is looking at themselves like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, I can't, this is, I should have, known better. I should have, been doing this or doing that. Like somebody realizing whatever it is that they need to work on, there are some things within them that they know they having some type of conflict of interest or dealing with them inner demons when it comes to how they been looking at conflicts with people. You know what I'm saying? Situations, different ways they done resolved it, like when it comes to them moving forward. So they got to resolve, this, however, with this devil out here, like somebody knows they got some unhealthy connections, lifestyles, ideology, you know what I'm saying, beliefs, a mindset and shit like that, like unhealthy connections in relationships that I've been in, toxic, you know what I'm saying, materialistic, lifestyle and shit like that that may have led to a lot of these things that the environment they done been in. So it's like they having to tie up loose ends now. They having to, cut out close out all these unnecessary cycles. Unnecessary drama is tying up loose ends. Dealing with the things that they know, done caused them to end up in these situations where somebody done did some sex magic on them. Yeah. Show me a social media junkie. Who was this social media junkie? Let me reshuffle because it's taking longer than child. Clarify social media junkie. Messages for Aquarius. Who is this social media junkie? Who is this social media junkie? Damn. You got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Aquarius energy. Five of Swords in reverse. Aquarius as well. With the Eight of Wands. Okay. Whoever this social media junkie is, this is somebody from your past that, you had to be prepared to make some big changes, some quick changes from. Like, they may have had a lot of, um, been very sneaky. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could have been somebody that did a lot of shit behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Talked a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? They may have communicated with a lot of different people behind your back. Made plans, or told a business to, or talked about you to, or just was doing very deceptive shit. You know what I'm saying, behind your back. They may have also been somebody that now may not be doing so well, or they feel some type of discourse, or they feel some type of misery, or like unhappiness. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to people around them that they may have fallen out with now. They barely want to talk to them and shit now. Five of Swords in reverse. So it's like somebody feel as though whatever it is they feel like going on with them now, is the fact that they acting like they surprised, or feeling like it's giving like narcissistic, vibes. Like somebody, feeling like, they things like this shouldn't happen to them. Like, what would I do? But this is somebody, Eight of Wands, you got the fuck away from. Like, got the fuck on down from. You were very generous to this person. This is a whole nother masculine too. It's a whole nother masculine too. Like, this couple people in this reading so far. Like, it's two different masculines in here so far. Yeah. It seems like, one of them could have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They could have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart. And it's like somebody dealing with a low vibrational sister sign, like, an air sign, possibly another Aquarius. But this is somebody that's low vibrational, masculine energy, and a feminine energy. That's in a feminine and a masculine energy. Or it could be a feminine and a masculine energy that I'm getting, but it's like two masculine energies I'm getting. So it's like, somebody, wanting to. This is somebody that got the fuck away from somebody, though. This is a past person as well. Somebody screenshot. You don't know who this person is because they screenshot, or they told you they screenshot a lot of your pictures, photos. They friend request your friends on Facebook. They friend request your friends on Instagram as well. Yeah. But this is somebody you were very generous to. They know you know how to manifest. They know you to be a Queen of Cups, very quiet, private, great listener. But they also are somebody that, lacks success. This is somebody that overly indulged, in other people, and, other people, other successful people too. So this could be somebody that has like a name for themselves. They have like a status or something like that, or image that they, try to keep up, You know what I'm saying? And not feeling like they need. This is a narcissist. Like you moving on from this person. Okay? Mm. But I'm getting two different things. That's what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a feminine energy that somebody that they in a masculine energy, whoever this King of Swords, this what else I was gonna say? This Five of Swords, this Seven of Swords, and this Eight of Swords. It's like somebody is like still in their fucking South Node. Like if they not somebody in their South Node. You know what I'm saying? Like they stuck there. And I feel like somebody is refusing to let people go that is walking away from them. Like somebody's like a Jezebel spirit, or they're an incubus or a succubus or something like that. Or they just a fucking energy vampire, like a happiness hater. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. Make sure you guys do something nice for someone today, even if you don't know them. Use your own intuition, your discernment. Ask your spirit guides, your angels for, a sign to help, assist in whatever answers and whatever clarity you need, whether it's this reading or something else going on with you. Ask for a sign that you are going to be aware of, okay, Aquarius? Also, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button on your way out. Until next time, mwah. I love you. Bye.